EMS workers are worried about a bill that would put a time limit on patient transfers.
Supporters say this will get care to patients quicker, but opponents worry this will stretch to an already exhausted workforce. Fox 56 reporter, sorry I took your line.
That's okay. Capitol reporter Bodie Brooks spoke with experts on both sides of the issue and breaks down the debate for us.
HB 296 is intended to move hospital patients between facilities quicker. The bill would establish a 60-minute response time for transports.
What we found was that the average wait time is about 7 to 8 hours, but in many of these cases, we're looking at 12, 14 hours, and sometimes even days.
Nancy Galvani is president of the Kentucky Hospital Association, which supports the bill. Even if a patient has made it into a hospital, more care could be required.
If you're having a heart attack and you need angioplasty and that hospital doesn't have the cardiologist or the specialist there to do it, you need to get to the right hospital to get that done.
There's a reason that we have almost universally gone away from requiring response times in EMS.
Walt Lubbers is an EMS physician and says those long wait times are rare cases.
If it happens, it is a far outlier from what is the norm, which is within 30 minutes to 2 hours, there's an ambulance coming to get almost everybody in Kentucky.
Data released by the Board of EMS backs up Lubbers' claim, but Galvani says she's hearing stories almost daily about extreme wait times.
We can keep people stable. People aren't getting the care that they need when they need it. And we're seeing deaths occur because of that.
If service is busy, the bill would allow hospitals to call in a different ambulance service, but Dr. Lubbers says that's not feasible.
But the problem is who else is going to do it, because every other county ambulance service is going to be in the same boat as you.
For that patient that's the gunshot victim, the heart attack victim, that needs to get to a higher level of care, that's an emergency for that patient.
In Lexington, Bodie Brooks, Fox 56 News.
The bill is still in the early stages of the committee process, so it's possible this won't be its final form if it makes it to a floor vote. Galvani and Lubbers both say they hope every party can come together on the issue, but right now there's a big disconnect.